But
there's a lot of fraudsters. Well, and to go back to Andrew Tate, apparently part of what he's arguing is like, oh, this is just a character that I'm playing. But it's like, at the end of the day, does it really...
Is he arguing that?
I think so. I think I saw that. But at the end of the day, does it matter if you're playing a character if people believe it? Then there's no difference whether you're just like playing a ridiculous character because you're still selling the same thing to a public that's buying it.
Yeah, then what do you do about Stephen Colbert? When the Colbert Report,
you just worship him because he was great.
That was a character.
That was
he
a
was
great
great
one,
on that show.
That show
was
so funny.
That character was amazing.
It was
amazing on the Daily Show
when he went and did the roast of the president at the White House Correspondents with George W. That was so
much
amazing.
better than the real one. Like the real guy that does the talk show. I'm like,
so cringy.
You need to get them Daily Show writers back. Let's go back in the closet, buddy.
Last time we were here,
put the character back on. It was so much funnier.
I remember last time we were here was the day after he fucked up Jon Stewart's bit.
About Lamley. Oh, yeah, that's
you're stepping on him. I got that from you. You were like, you're stepping on his fucking
on
bit.
Purpose.
That was the first time I watched that thing. Was here live with you guys. Hilarious.
Well, the narrative was like you saw his yacht slipping away. It's like, no. Well, I'd like to see some evidence if you have it. I've had dinner with the folks at Pfizer. They're wonderful people.
But I don't even think it's that. I think it's like the social proof thing. Like we were talking about. I mean, people feel like, oh, this is my club and this is my tribe. And so I got to represent them or I'm going to get backlash. I'm not going to get invited to the party.
Have you ever seen him dancing with Chuck Schumer?
Of course.
And the high fives Chuck Schumer. It's amazing. It's amazing. You're in the club, buddy. You made it.
Congratulations. Hope it feels good.
But that is what was the only thing that was available until independent media arose.
Yeah.
You had to do that. And if you wanted to be
That's true.
That's why Jay Leno hid in the closet when they were discussing, the Tonight Show. Everybody wanted to be the head of a late night talk show, and if you could find a way to get to that spot, that was the holy grail. That was the thing that everybody wanted to get to.
I watched that documentary, the comedy show or the Comedy Store about the Comedy Store, and that era was so crazy, where it's all anybody wanted was to get on that, and that actually I don't know. I'm of two minds. I didn't grow up in that. I was born in '92, so by the time I was aware, I was on the internet, but. That there seems something comfortable about that mass media environment, like the 3 channels, the Walter Cronkites. Everybody looks at that as an era which was better. But, a lot of the reading I've done in terms of JFK and Vietnam lies and all that, I'm like, I think shit was just as bad. It was like we just didn't hear about it. People just had no idea what was going on.
But, when you talk about JFK, which is this is another one of the things that I've gotten really into. I mean, it's not like the public bought the narrative.
That's
ever.
true. That's
they
true.
never bought the narrative. They still don't buy the narrative, So, but I do think in general, it was easier for them to sell a unified, propagandistic narrative to the American people, except when it came to things that were just farcical on their face.
Well, and you have something like a late night talk show. It's so easy to co-opt. All you have to do is just advertise on it,
right?
And then you kind of control what the people can and can't talk about. It's not hard at all.
I mean, that's the thing with the existing the legacy media business models. There's no, CNN has a new boss and he's saying different things and trying to. It's you're still dealing with the same beast here, though. Yeah. Same incentive structure. You're going to find yourself falling into the exact same mistakes and holes. I mean, that's why. You see the same dynamic going on at Twitter right now, where it's the part of the reason they were making the censorship decisions they were was because of ideology. And I think that comes out in the Twitter files. You had a couple of people, you had a lot of people who didn't want to make a decision. They're just that's in general, people don't like being responsible or making decisions. And then you had a couple of really ideological actors. But you also see in the fallout with advertisers fleeing now, that a lot of the reason these censorship decisions were driven was about the money. It was about the bottom line. It was still, just like with legacy media, it was the advertisers shaping what was the bounds of acceptable discourse. Yep. You see that on Twitter, you see it on YouTube. I mean, anywhere that's ad-supported, you're going to have that same dynamic.